Hello everyone. So today we'll discuss one more the cell organelle, that is the endoplasmic reticulum. Welcome you all to the Igniting Curiosity in Life Science. This is Savita. So the endoplasmic reticulum in most of the membranes in the eukaryotic cell, it forms what a coordinated network. It is known as what the endomembrane system. Okay, the endomembrane system mainly it acts like the cell's logistic network. Okay, that is directing the traffic of proteins, and it is mainly performing the essential metabolic functions that keep the cell alive, and even the cell's efficiency will be increased. So the endomembrane system, okay, it mainly includes the system, that is what the nuclear envelope, okay, and the endoplasmic reticulum, then the Golgi apparatus, okay, then lysosomes, vacuoles and the vesicles, then in plasma membrane. So together these components, it forms what a variety of the essential cellular functions, okay, such as protein synthesis, okay, then transport of proteins and lipids, metabolism of lipids, okay, then the detoxification of the harmful substances and all. Okay, the membranes within this system, okay, are mainly connected either through direct physical continuity or by the transfer of a membrane segments, okay, in the form of a tiny vesicles, that is also called as what the membrane bound sacs. Okay. Although mainly the membranes, it differ in structure and the functions, that is their main thickness, okay, molecular composition as well as the chemical activities can change multiple times during the membrane's overall the lifespan. Having explored the nuclear envelope, we now move on to the endoplasmic reticulum and the other endomembranes, okay, that originates from it. That is, after endoplasmic reticulum, we'll discuss the Golgi complex in the next video and all. Okay. The endoplasmic reticulum, it is a extensive network of membranes found within the cytoplasm of the eukaryotic cells. So it makes up more than half of the total membranes in many of the cells. So what is endoplasmic? Okay, it means what within the cytoplasm. And reticulum, the word reticulum mainly comes from the Latin word, that is little net. Okay, that's why the perfectly it describes its intricate web-like structure. Okay, we'll discuss next the main structure of the endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum mainly, so this is what the structure of endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, it is having the membranous tubules. So it is having the membranous tubules that we can call it as what the lumen, the cisternae. Okay, the membranous tubules and flattened sacs, it is known as what the cisternae. Cisternae is nothing but what the Latin, it is also a Latin word that means what the reservoir. Okay, reservoir. Its membranes are mainly encloses an internal space called the endoplasmic reticulum lumen. So here in this picture you can see that this is what the intricate, the membranes enclose, okay, encloses a internal space. Okay, this space we can call it as what the lumen. Okay, endoplasmic reticulum lumen, or it is also called as what the cisternal space, which is separate from the cytosol, right? So it is mainly called as what the cisternal space. Clear? And it the main endoplasmic, because of the endoplasmic reticulum membranes, okay, membranes, it is mainly continuous with the nuclear the envelope. So here you can see that the endoplasmic reticulum, okay, this is what the whole endoplasmic reticulum, and it is what the nuclear envelope. So it is not separated from the nuclear envelope, right? It is mainly connected with the nuclear envelope. Okay, and it is directly connected to the endoplasmic reticulum lumen. Okay, and it is mainly directly connected to the endoplasmic reticulum lumen, right? And it forming what? The one continuous internal network. Okay, one continuous internal network. That's why it is called as what? The endoplasmic membrane. Okay, that is why the net like or what the eukaryotic web like structure. Okay, that's what it is getting the name. So based on the main functions, okay, and we are going to classify the endoplasmic reticulum into two distinct the regions. Okay, in this picture you can see that the endoplasmic reticulum, it is having the rough endoplasmic reticulum, okay, rough endoplasmic reticulum as well as the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So what is rough endoplasmic reticulum? So in this picture, okay, in this picture you can see that the endoplasmic reticulum, it is having rough in nature because of the adsorption, or the on the surface it is having the ribosomes, right? That's why in under the electron microscope it looks like very rough in nature because of the ribosomes. So in the smooth endoplasmic reticulum you can see that this, okay, in this picture the surfaces are very smooth, not having any type of a ribosomes accumulation are there, okay, or adsorbance of the accumulate or ribosomes are there. That's why it looks like a smooth in nature. This is called as what? A smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So based on the main types of the endoplasmic reticulum, their functions are also going to be differ. So functions of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, that is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, it performs a variety of metabolic functions mainly, okay, that is what? The lipid synthesis, detoxification of drugs and poisons, and carbohydrate metabolism, and the calcium ion, the storage. So what is in case of the lipid synthesis? So enzymes in the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, it synthesizes so many lipids, okay, that is what the it is going having the oils, phospholipids, and steroids, okay, including the sex hormones and adrenal steroid hormones, okay. Cells in the testes and the ovaries are very rich in the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, so it is going to fitting their role in the hormonal production, okay. That is how about the lipid synthesis. So in case of the detoxification of drugs and the poison, so in this what happens? Example, in the liver cells, okay, the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, it detoxifies the harmful compounds like the barbiturates, okay, that is barbiturates. So what it will do? And the alcohol, okay, barbiturates and the alcohol, by adding hydroxyl groups, okay, it making them more soluble for the excretion, okay. And chronic exposure to such drugs, what it will do? It causes smooth endoplasmic reticulum proliferation. So it is going to lead to increased drug tolerance, and sometimes what happens? It is going to reduce effectiveness of other medicines, okay. That is how the detoxification of drugs and the poisonous are going to be done. Then carbohydrate metabolism. So the smooth endoplasmic reticulum is mainly involved in breaking down glycogen and regulating the sugar levels within the cells, okay. And calcium ion, the storage. So in this what happens? The muscle cells, the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, it acts as a calcium reservoir, okay. When a nerve impulse, it stimulates the cell, calcium ions are mainly released into the cytosol, triggering muscle contraction. So in other cells, calcium release triggers different responses like protein secretion and all, okay. This is how all about the main functions of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, okay. Next we'll move on to the functions of a rough endoplasmic reticulum, okay. It is mainly involved in the protein synthesis and membrane production. So protein synthesis and the processing. So in that case what happens? So the ribosomes, they are attached to the rough endoplasmic reticulum. It produces proteins, okay, that are secreted and inserted into the membranes or packaged into different organelles such as the lysosomes. Okay, for example, the pancreatic cells, they synthesize insulin in the rough endoplasmic reticulum and secrete it into the bloodstream. Clear? Then protein folding and the modification. So what happens here, as a polypeptide chain, okay, it grows from a bound ribosome. It enters the endoplasmic reticulum lumen where it folds into its functional shape. Okay, many secreted proteins, it becomes glycoproteins. Okay, proteins with carbohydrate chain, that is what a glycoprotein. It is mainly attached by enzymes in the endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, this is mainly occurred in the protein folding and the modification. So next is the transport vesicle formation. So here once it's going to be formed, what are the secretory proteins are enclosed in a transport vesicles that bud off from a specialized region called the transitional the endoplasmic reticulum. So here in the picture you can see that. So in the transitional endoplasmic reticulum. So here, so what happen, how it is going to be functioned, that is the secretory proteins are, once it is enclosed in a transport vesicle, so that bud off from a specialized region called the transitional endoplasmic reticulum, and it moves to the next destination, where, to the Golgi apparatus. Okay, Golgi apparatus. So this is how the rough endoplasmic reticulum is going to be done. That is what a transport of vesicles is going to be done. Then membrane production. So in that case what happens, the rough endoplasmic reticulum also acts as a membrane factory. Okay, it is going to produce membrane proteins and the phospholipids, the main components of the membrane, isn't it? These components are added to the endoplasmic reticulum own membrane, okay, or it is going to send to other parts of the endomembrane system through vesicle transportation. Okay, this is what all about the today's class. And if you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe my channel for more curious biology concepts. This is Savita, igniting curiosity in life science. Thank you. See you in the next video.